It took a long 5 years, but a young boy abducted and taken to Mexico is now back with his mother in San Diego. As Lynn Stewart reports, there are plenty of twists and turns to this case, and a suspect is still at large.
Priceless moments that many parents take for granted.
I just kind of like pinched myself, to make sure, okay, I'm not dreaming, this is real, this is really happening.
Leilani Matsumoto is savoring every moment with her 7-year-old son, Keone Roka. She's reunited with her son after 5 long years apart.
I kept calling after so many hours. He finally answered. I said, "Where are you?" He's all, "We're on our way, to Mexico." I was like, "What?" And I started panicking.
The boy's father, Julio Roka, allegedly took off with the toddler after Matsumoto requested full custody.
Praying and stuff for my son, somebody to notice him out there, somebody to call in.
Keone was located in Mexico by a woman who saw this poster from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. He was living with his paternal grandparents.
When he got closer to me, my mouth dropped.
Matsumoto's case is far too common. Last year, the district attorney's abduction unit investigated 150 cases and recovered 75 kids from around the United States. It also worked about 3 dozen cases for kids taken outside the United States to countries like Germany, Mexico, Colombia, and Argentina.
During a divorce, it can be a real problem.
Family law attorney Dave Schulman has dealt with the problem firsthand.
In the times I've dealt with it, the parent felt somewhat helpless, and they felt that they saw red flags and didn't bring it to the court's attention and really should have.
There are things you can do.
You can call the passport agency and you can register the child's passport. You can take the child's passport and hide the child's passport. But if you're not divorced or not in a court proceeding, the other parent can take the child.
Getting the child back once they're out of the country can be very challenging.
It can take a long time, and I think the damage to a child from being separated from one parent, especially after being abducted, can be absolutely nothing short of horrible. If you think or you have an inclination, mention it so at least the court is aware of it and we can take some steps to prevent it. It's much easier to prevent than deal with later.
Matsumoto will never get the lost magical moments back from her son being gone from a toddler to a 7-year-old, but she's making every moment she has now count.
I took him shopping, get him all new clothes, got him toys. I'm just trying to figure him out. I'm just really happy. I just want to see, justice brought, for what he has done.
Julio Roka is still at large. If you have any information about where he is, you could receive a $1,000 reward. Just call 1-877-EZ2TELL. You can remain anonymous. For San Diego's Most Wanted, I'm Lynn Stewart.